Hi, I'm Thembi.
And I'm Jonathan. And today on How to Learn, we're going to be talking about the dark side of learning.
Oh,
Yeah. Effective learning mechanisms
yeah,
are not a positive force and they're not a negative force. They're a neutral force.
yeah.
This is what I'm going to stand by, which means you can pick up toxic stuff. You can pick up bad learning.
Okay.
So I don't know if this makes sense, but you learn through repetition, you learn
Yeah.
through seeing stuff day to day in the workplace, absorbing stuff over a period of time, and that's a fantastic learning mechanism, but it is neutral because you can learn bad stuff, you can learn bad habits, you can pick up a toxic culture, you can just absorb things that you'd really rather you hadn't.
So is it like adverts where you've got really good marketing campaigns and
Exactly.
you find yourself suddenly humming Jet 2?
Yeah,
And
or buying whichever brand of cereal
because it's just
months
been
later.
repeated. Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw it 20 times. You didn't really want to learn
No, you
that.
didn't.
But it is using a very effective learning mechanism of repetition and sort of getting into your subconscious
Yeah.
and the whole thing. So, we often talk about learning as a positive thing,
Yeah.
but it's a neutral mechanism. And I think one of the tricks of learning is to spot where you've actually picked up negative stuff
Okay.
through these highly effective mechanisms of repetition over a period of time. And yeah, I mean, I can think of a few examples, but you sort of have to dredge them out of yourself because, they become part of you. But shall I give you
Yeah.
one or two
Go for it.
examples? It may or may not resonate. Have you ever walked into a new team and had a bit of a shock because they insist on doing a certain thing properly? As in, they take a process seriously, or they're organised in a way that you're supposed to be organised, but your previous teams never did, and they just kind of cut corners and were a bit sloppy about it, and everybody was happy with that, and you kind of picked up that habit. Okay, I have
Okay.
definitely been in and had the shock. For example, an organisation or a team which did appraisals properly.
Yeah.
So instead of just going, oh yeah, we're supposed to have monthly chats and stuff, but it's fine, we'll just do the form at the end of the year. Having a line manager and a team where the culture was, no, we'll have monthly chats, you write it up, you give feedback, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, I know that's what we're supposed to do, but we're actually doing that, are we? That's one example.
Yeah. Okay.
Or it could be around personal organisation.
Yeah, that's another example, isn't it?
That was a guilty laugh.
We'll leave that one alone, definitely. Okay, yeah, so I get that concept in terms of those dark habits because you're right. There's some examples where you've been, if you take it from an organization point of view, you've been working in a team, the way in which they work.
Yeah,
I recall one line manager was so insistent that we use a certain tool.
yeah,
I won't say the tool, but it's insistent that we use the tool. And it became a habit. Every Friday we had to do this, and it just became repetitive, repetitive, repetitive.
right. Not a good
And
habit
it
then.
wasn't necessarily a good habit because it was over engineering a lot of the stuff that we didn't actually need to do.
Okay.
And then I found myself when I moved into another team thinking, oh, this is great because the previous line manager was like, this is how you should be doing things. So
Yeah,
I adapted that thinking, okay, we must have been doing things wrong.
yeah,
Introduce that to a new team. It's like, whoa, 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 what is this? Why are we trying to do this? And
yeah,
I thought it would be good because it worked well where I was. And that made me think about attachment. So when you're thinking about the dark side of learning,
yeah.
you can
And we
get
are.
we
Today's the dark side.
literally, and we could just get attached to something
Yeah.
because of the repetition. You put in so much effort to learn to do something.
You've invested in it.
You've invested. Why do you want to let it go?
Yeah. So it's how do you spot that in yourself? Stuff you're not letting go.
Yeah.
You've almost overlearned it. Cultures and habits that you've picked up that you shouldn't have done, and you need to sort of reform in yourself. It's about self-reflection, I think, isn't it? But
Self feedback.
yes,
So when you're introducing something new into a team, don't just go, this is what we're doing. Like, collaborate with people. Find out, is
yeah.
this something that you think would be useful?
And
And
I'd say look at your own behaviour.
yeah,
So I sort of sat down and thought, I'd been in a team which did have a toxic leader, certainly, and therefore a toxic culture. And I thought, what? I was there for a while. What did I pick up from that? And I sort of, one thing I settled on was I think I'd got into a bit of a habit of hanging back,
yeah.
the sort of safety in the shadows
Oh, okay.
thing, even though I was supposed to be part of the leadership group, I suppose. And, there may be other reasons behind that, but I thought, oh, maybe that's something I actually learned and now have to de-learn. So, yeah, it's not a it is a neutral force. It's not these learning mechanisms don't care about whether it's good or bad learning. They just operate in the background.
So what we're saying is self-reflect,
Watch out.
mirror, like hold up a mirror and check out your behaviour, get some feedback.
Yeah.
Don't think your way is the best way.
Yeah.
And try something new.
And set a great culture so that nobody picks up bad habits. That's the hardest one of all.
Literally.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Bye.